Keli Lane is one of Australia's most notorious child killers. Despite more than 2 decades passing, what happened to her baby remains a mystery. Keli was convicted of murdering her 2-day-old daughter, but there was no body, no murder weapon, and no witnesses. The case against her was entirely circumstantial. Keli Lane told dozens of lies to her family, friends, health workers, and police officers to conceal multiple secret pregnancies throughout the 1990s. The prosecution demonstrated she was a serial liar and argued the lies were evidence she was guilty. The jury agreed. Keli's been behind bars since 2010, serving an 18-year sentence. But she doesn't fit the stereotype of mothers that kill. So how did she end up in prison? Keli Lane was a golden girl on Sydney's exclusive northern beaches, a water polo champion with a busy social life which revolved around rugby, drinking and the beach. Keli's father, Robert, was a local cop, a former surfer and the coach of the Manly first grade rugby club. Her mother, Sandra, was the manager of Keli's water polo team. Driven and ambitious, Keli's goal was to represent Australia at the 2000 Olympics. That was until things took a turn for the worse. Keli's performance in the pool began to decline, her commitment waned, and a few years later, her double life was exposed in the most sensational way possible. Keli had her first abortion when she was 17 years old. 2 years later, she had a second abortion. She was pregnant again soon after that, but this time she carried the baby to term, incredibly concealing her pregnancy and giving birth in secret when she was 19 years old. Keli told no one and gave the child up for adoption. She did it again, twice, giving birth to 3 babies by the time she was 24. Each time, Keli carried the pregnancy and gave birth without anyone knowing, not even her boyfriends. She had 3 pregnancies in 4 years while playing water polo at an elite level. 2 babies, the first and the third, were adopted out. But her middle child, Tegan, born on September 12, 1996 at Sydney's Auburn Hospital, disappeared without a trace. 3 years would pass before anyone realised baby Tegan was even missing. It was a child protection worker processing an adoption for Keli's 3rd child. When confronted, Keli admitted to the secret birth of her first baby in 1995, but denied ever having baby Tegan in 1996. But hospital records indicated she had. So why was Keli lying, and what was she hiding? When Manly police finally called her in for questioning in 2001, it marked the beginning of her slide from golden girl to convicted baby killer. She told them Tegan was alive and she'd given the baby to its father, a man named Andrew Morris or Norris, with whom she'd had a brief affair. Keli's past was finally catching up with her. Soon, the whole country was talking about Keli Lane. Did she really kill Tegan because her daughter would have gotten in the way of her Olympic ambitions? Police embarked on a nationwide hunt for the baby's father, involving thousands of hours, but couldn't find the man. With no signs Tegan was alive or had been given to her father, foul play seemed to be the only explanation. After a lengthy police investigation, a coronial inquest, a murder trial, and 2 failed appeals, Keli is behind bars, but her baby is nowhere to be found. Keli Lane never gave evidence at trial and has never spoken about what happened the day she left the hospital. Now, Keli Lane is pleading for her case to be re-examined. So is she really a cold-blooded killer, or could there be another explanation?